Exactly my point. It's in the JW playbook. They're not changing their rules out of love, out of new light. No, they're in survival mode. Okay? They trying to survive right now. This is their number one strategy. Oh yes, new light. We're gonna change this. We're gonna change this. Jehovah provided us with a message. Don't get out of here. Because think about it. The older generation hates all of this, all the changes. You really think the older generation is happy with this? You really think the older generation is happy with beards? Oh my gosh, I can only imagine. I grew up in a Caribbean congregation, okay? It was majority Jamaicans. Yeah. So I can imagine all the grandmas, all the older people, like even just younger, older people. You know how I'm talking about, like 40s, 50s. I can just imagine they are side-eyeing the governing body because their mind is telling them, oh, never question the governing body. The cognitive dissonance is hitting, okay? It's kicking in, but they side-eyeing the governing body. They may not realize it, but they definitely are. Like, what? Imagine being at the wedding. Oh, we can finally clink our glasses. The women in pants at meeting. The men, beards. I remember every single meeting, my mom and my brother would always argue about his beard. Like, he would be like, every single time, why do I have to shave my beard? Why do I have to shave my beard? And I get it, because sometimes a beard makes or breaks you, okay? But it's just a part of a man's facial features. Like, it doesn't make any sense. They would always argue before a meeting, oh, like, shave it off. And it would always cause a fight, and then we would always be so upset, and then the car would be silent. Yo, I just remember she would just always harass me about the beard. And now look at this. Y'all can have beards. And now she's acting as if she was never like that. Like, oh yeah, that's fine. I was always fine with the beards. And girl, no, you weren't. Come on, girl. But I just know the older people, they on fire within. They're so mad. They're probably like, why are they having beards now? That's not how it was. I was in this for 60 years and I know they mad. And you know what? I'm mad too, because they're not just about to try to erase the past and act like that wasn't how it was. No, this is exactly what I had to grow up with, all these things. Now women can wear pants. When you judged women and you brought them to the back school for wanting to dress how they wanted to dress, deciding what women can wear. Oh yeah, now all of a sudden we'll allow y'all to wear pants. We'll allow y'all to clink your glasses. Yay! I would say I'm waiting on them to bring back birthdays and to allow blood transfusions, but they can't do it. They can't do it because they already use the Bible this, the Bible that. Too many people have lost their lives, and they would get too much backlash with all the people talking shit about, now you allow birthdays? Because that would be me too. I'd be like, my whole childhood taken from me because now you want to have new light? Are you kidding me? This has nothing to do with the new light. It has to do with keeping the young people within the organization. They're trying to control them. They're trying to control the younger people, our generation. The numbers are going down. You really think they're converting people? No, they're not converting people, knocking door to door, especially this day and age. Are you kidding me? You really think they're getting people writing letters, calling their phones, invading their privacy, knocking on their doors? They don't trust y'all. Y'all not converting nobody.
They literally run whenever Jehovah's Witnesses come. They tell everybody, hide. The Jehovah's Witnesses are here.
Majority of the witnesses are born-ins, people from the family. That's how they have all the witnesses, because the numbers are only going lower and lower. It's declining. And by the way, percentage of those numbers are PMO, physically and mentally out people. Those aren't even people that are witnesses. They're just there to stay in so they don't get abandoned from their whole entire family. They're trying to control the younger generation. They need us. Are you getting it? They don't care about y'all. They don't care about the older generation no more. Y'all are, sorry, but they're going. So who's gonna be here? Us, our generation. They need us. That's why they shun. That's why they emotionally blackmail so they can control you. That's why the guilt is literally drilled into your head as a child. That's why they use fear and Armageddon and paradise to control you. They need them to stay. They know the old school JWBS that used to work on the older generation, it's not gonna fly by with us because we different. Our generation, we're gonna ask why. We're gonna ask questions. We're gonna use logic. Oh, why? Have you lived this world? Have you lived here? Do you Are you comprehending? We're very intelligent. We see through the BS. We know when things are not okay, and we're not afraid to ask the questions, and we're gonna do it unapologetically. We're gonna speak up unapologetically. We do not care about what other people have to say. What you mean now women can wear pants? That's not right. What you mean men can have beards now? That's not right. What you mean y'all can toast now? That's not right. I'm just waiting for the birthdays. That's never gonna come. I just, like, I wouldn't be shocked, but I would be surprised. Like, damn, they actually allow birthdays. I don't know if it would happen, but if it happened, that would be the end. Because they try to cover it up so much. They try to cover up everything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, honey. It doesn't matter what you try to cover it up with. You put a coat over a roach. It's still a roach, bitch. If they really cared about children, they wouldn't cover up child abuse cases. If they really cared about children, they would protect them. If they really cared about children, they would take accountability. And by taking accountability, I mean saying their names. I mean saying their names. Every single child that you allowed to be abused without being protected by the police, name their names. Say it out loud. Let everyone know. Give us compensation for the therapy, for the funeral visits. The funeral expenses. Pay up. That is how y'all take accountability. Pay up. Speak up. Let the apologies be as loud as the disrespect was. Let's hear you. Because you always want us to be silent after you abuse us and manipulate us. And then we get called for being the crazy apostates? Are you crazy? Are you kidding me? Are you crazy? Loco en tu cabeza, okay? If you really cared, you would talk about all the trauma that shunning has caused. If you really cared, you would talk about all the lives that were lost due to suicide because people ended their life from being shunned. If you really cared, you would talk about all the lives that were lost because they never accepted blood transfusions. Are you understanding what I'm saying? They're out here ruining lives, ending lives, basically unaliving people in broad daylight, and no one's saying anything. They're doing this legally. By the way, they're not getting charged. They're not getting taxed, by the way. It's a nonprofit. They're profiting off of our abuse. They're profiting off of our pain. Do you understand what's going on right now? What happened to all the children? All the children that were kicked out of their house, had to live out on the streets, had to be in dangerous situations, have things happen to them, be locked up, be taken away. All these families torn apart, families broken apart, nothing. Not a word being said, just new light, trying to cover it up with new light. Oh, but of course, we're going to make it loud and proud about how women can wear pants now. Yet you won't protect the women that are being beaten, right? Who cares about them? They need to suck it up. But y'all can wear pants, though. And the funniest thing is, y'all think we don't see it. Y'all think we don't see why you're adding the new light. Why you're trying to keep us in. We're not dumb. We're not dumb. You're not going to fool us. So what I would focus on is focus on the older generation because they're the only one that's trying to save your ass. The younger generation don't give a fuck about you, bro. And I'm talking directly to the governing body. They don't care about you. We will bring you down. I don't care how long it takes. So I need you to continue checking. All the elders, continue checking. Oh, did she do it yet? Is it on the news? Is she on Good Morning America yet? Don't worry, it's coming. Don't worry. We're going to speak up. Don't worry, it's going to happen. The documentary, it's coming. Don't worry. You're coming to an end. Jehovah's Witnesses will come to an end, and I will make sure of it. And to all the trolls, I do not care what you have to say. I need you to go look in the mirror and ask yourself, why the fuck do I care more about people who are standing up for children than actually protecting the children? Ask yourself, what is wrong with me that I don't care about children? Ask yourself that. Why don't you care? Why don't you listen? Why don't you see? Wake up. Sorry. This just really annoys me, okay? It really makes me upset.